My people, una good evening, good afternoon, good evening. I greet you according to una time and according to una location wherever you are watching from. My people, this video na your video when I analyze today. When Nancy for talk little of their family, and this video will really help a lot of mother to learn how to unite their children together. Okay, so there was no agree. They know they agree before their mama by, but they call later realized after their mama by. Congratulations, they be really good children. Please, guys, watch this video to the end more and leave now genuine positive opinion in the comment section. And thumbs up to this video, share it out, and follow my page. Bye.
Were you always close? Okay, I think I just paused to address some of those before we go further. So Carol wants to know if I've always been mean to my sister, and if hi everyone, and if we just started getting close now, or if we've been close from the inception. I'm guessing that's what she means. So there's a part of the book, it's a spoiler, that says that you know, while we were growing up, we were required to have excellent grades. Thank you, Sheena Levis, for 15 stars. We were required to have impeccable grades, you know, and perform excellently academically, okay? Right, this is actually the only reason I'm addressing it. I see some of you say, what's the point? I see, so the only reason I'm addressing this is because a lot of people are parents here and they do not realize that the kind of mistakes that we make as parents can actually impact our children in the future, okay? It is a very silly question, but it is. I get a lot of emails every day. I'm not joking, at least 100 emails. And this one stood out to me because I was like, okay, I think I need to do a live video on this because there's something here, there's a teachable moment, right? So when we're growing up, I'm not going to tell you anything in the book if that's what you're waiting to hear, okay? I'm just telling you a bit of my side of the story, right? So when we were growing up, our parents were kind of strict, and not in a good way, okay? So if you're a parent here, you might want to adjust because the way you react to your children, it's an African thing. I don't know if it's practiced elsewhere in the world, but that closeness, that love, that being able to talk to your parents, it just wasn't there when we were growing up, right? That's why a lot of things happened and we couldn't say a word to our parents, okay? Exactly, she must not have sisters. If you have children that are girls, you would know that they fight till they're 18. It's always everyday fight. Like my sister and I, we're always fighting for some reason. And the thing is, our parents didn't do anything to what's the English I'm looking for now? To make the relationship better, okay? Oh my God, can you stop? Who is this? Can you stop talking about a car and the police and all that stuff? You need to stop like right now. I'm going to block whoever says that on my life again because you people know how to take irrelevant things. Yes, I know, but like really, who told you she hasn't done that? And I told you I already addressed this situation in the previous life. So please stop turning my life into a fear-mongering zone, okay? Exactly. We were kids and we were always fighting. As girls, that is very normal because I have children now, and the way I interfere with their fights is quite different from what our parents used to do, okay? Okay, I won't use that word, okay? Thank you all from Jamaica, from New Orleans. Bless you all. Thank you for joining my live. We are talking about a teachable moment here, okay? So someone wants to know if I've always been mean to my sister and when we started getting close. Okay, now I'm gonna block you. You need to learn when to mind your business at this point, okay? You don't tell me what to do on my page. Nobody tells me what to do on my page, okay? Yes. So if you don't want to listen to what I have to say, please, you can leave my life, okay? Don't come and tell me why you creating content for haters. No, get out of my life, okay? Now, as I was saying, children fight a lot. And as parents, what you do when your children fight will determine whether or not your children will actually learn to live with each other perfectly in the future. My sister and I were not close until our mom died. That was so strange. Okay, we were still not even close. It took a while because we were just like, I'm not your friend, you're not my friend. It was a competition because our parents actually allowed that kind of environment to thrive. Okay, so imagine like my children now, imagine fighting with your sibling and then going to report your sibling for something, and instead of your parents de-escalating the situation, they actually escalate it. Okay, children of nowadays will never understand, because I mean, we're all besties or best friends. We were never friends with our parents. Even my dad was very stuck up until our mom died, and then he started, loosening up a little bit. Okay, oh, bless you, from Trinidad and Tobago, from Grenada, you guys, welcome to my life. From South Africa, love you guys, thank you for joining my life. So yeah, our parents used to never de-escalate things. They used to allow things just get out of hand. So I would have a fight with my sister. Oh, it's not just Africa, it's the Caribbeans as well. Okay. So myself and my sisters would fight over, because, okay, for example, we used to hand over clothes. Like my elder sister would hand clothes to me, and I would hand clothes over to my younger sister, because they used to buy just one clothes, and then when you wear something, you pass it on, and then when you're tired of wearing it, when it's no longer your size, you pass it on to the younger person. Now, my younger sister used to never like, people passing clothes to her. She's like, how can I wear something that two people have worn before? That kind of thing. And when she protests to her parents, instead of them to de-escalate the issue, they'll say, well, they are your seniors, you don't argue with your seniors, blah, blah, blah. And it just bred a lot of, I don't know, I wouldn't say the word hatred, but we just had this animosity. It's like, yo, I don't like you, you don't like me. There was no serious love until our mom died, and we realized, oh, thank you, Stella Grace Cole, for 100 stars. And we realized that, oh my God, we are on our own. Okay? Everyone here is saying, oh, that's normal, siblings fight, it's okay, but then they get closer and they grow older. Some people do not. Because of what's been going on social media, a lot of people have come to say that, oh, I really admire the way you stand up for your sister, blah, 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 blah. My sister is not close to me. Unfortunately, a bad situation brought us close, but that doesn't happen to everyone. Thank you, Stella Grace Cole. That doesn't happen to everybody, okay? Some people don't get that opportunity to ever become close to their siblings, ever. It doesn't ever happen. So in that kind of situation now, I'm just telling you as a parent, this is what you can do, right? Because this person wants to know if I've always been mean to my sister, because there's a part of the book that says that I think that we used to report to gain favors. Well, I think that was more of my elder sister, because my elder sister is the perfect prim and proper babe. She was doing all the reporting. It's just that I was just on my own, and then shots fired. Cora just decided to shoot me arrow from nowhere, and me, I was always in the middle. I'm up till now, I'm still the neutral person in the family. It's like, yo, why? I told her, why did you go and fire me shots inside your book? I just gave my own stray bullet, just come knock me by spice. How? Why? And then I was on my own. Oh my dear. Everybody's saying, yes, it's normal, it's normal. I know, right? Sibling rivalry is very, very real. It can actually, it can have very terrible effects in the future if you do not, as a parent, curb that potential vibe that is going to escalate. Okay? My children now, when they have a fight, I try to be neutral as much as possible. While we were growing up, it was always, your senior is right. Okay? So I sort of beat my elder sister because she was always right. So my parents are like, no, don't disrespect your seniors, your elders. Your senior is your senior. Blah, blah, blah. Thank you, Jackie Teske. God bless you. You are an incredible person yourself. Thank you so much. My parents would say, she's your elder sister. Do not argue with your elders. Do not do this. Do not do that. And then I'll be like, I have no rights. I have no voice. And it was worse for my younger sister, because when Cora would be in trouble, for example, everybody would just pounce on her, because it's like, how can you leave your elder sister, leave the middle and go and be, you leave the one that's senior you and go and be insulting this one here. You don't have any respect. You need to calm down. So they were always on her case. And because, of course, she was always the different one. Again, she used to be very interested in dancing, in, just doing extreme things. So they were always on her case. So it's not, yes, quick to favors. What she meant in the book was, we were always reporting her. Not Misha, my elder sister. And they were always supporting the elders. So if two people had a fight, the elder person would get the most favors, if you know what I mean. And that shouldn't be the case. It is very rampant. It is very rampant in Africa. People do not realize that, okay, because we're trying to teach respect, we are actually putting siblings at loggerheads. And it is not going to favor them eventually in the future, because if they don't have a situation that will bring them close to each other, they might end up just carrying on that, belief that, okay, you're not on my side, okay? And that is not a good thing. It is very normal for families to fight. However, parents are supposed to be neutral when it comes to children arguing. That was what my mom was doing that I believe was wrong. She was always taking sides. If I had a problem with my younger brother, she would support me regardless, even when I was wrong. And that was very wrong, because she always made it look like, you're always right as the elder person. And even, there was even another thing as well. My younger brother, because he was the only boy, he used to get away with everything. It wasn't a very fair treatment, to be honest. So Cora was the last girl. There was nothing she could do in this life that was okay, that was good. Because if they report her, they don't report her with that. That means she was automatically wrong. However, they will report my younger brother. And because he was the only boy, nothing will happen. Like, he got away with everything that Cora couldn't get away with at all. And this happens in a lot of Nigerian homes, even till today. It is something that we need to stop as African parents, because I believe that if my mom didn't die and we didn't even we went through a period of abuse, and then we sort of like bonded because of how we were able to tell each other things, okay? How people were able to come abuse us and get us to keep our mouths shut was because our parents never listened. Cora was the third girl. We were 3 girls, and I have a younger brother who lives in Canada at the moment. Our parents, they were just all about education. I want smart children. I want this. I want that. You have to be perfect. You have to get good grades. You have to do the minimum, for a Nigerian child. Make your parents proud. However, that backfired really quickly, okay? When one of my parents died, and then we just realized that, oh my God, we're not close at all. We actually don't like each other. We don't like each other. And a lot of people are saying, yes, after 50 years, we still fight. I see a lot of siblings that haven't gotten over the kind of, it depends on how bad your, sibling rivalry is. A lot of sibling rivalry actually go very deep. It actually extends even to when they're married. Their children don't even talk to each other. Their cousins don't talk to each other because of the vibe between brother and sister. There's no closeness, okay? And it's something that we need to stop. How we can stop that as parents is being transparent, okay? Being neutral when it comes to arguments, when it comes to siblings, fighting each other. Myself and my sister, this Cora, everybody say, oh, you're such a good sister to Cora, such a good sister. Before, to be honest, we didn't like each other, because it's just like, you're like this and I'm like this, so just stay on your own, okay? Where is your brother with his boyfriend? What the heck? What? Who is this? Guys, I'm trying to, as much as I have 2 people. I don't know. I have to text her to come and moderate this live for me because I'm seeing a lot of interesting comments that need to be blocked, and I can't be doing it because I'm trying to be comfortable, right? I'm on the bed. Middle children will understand me very well. If you're a middle child, say I. in the comments, because you're in the middle, right? You have to be neutral. Most times it's always a fight between like the eldest and the youngest, but eventually everybody gets over it, because adulthood will set in and then maturity will set in. However, that wasn't always the case. Okay, we started getting close. To answer Carol Beck's question, we started getting close after we lost our mom, and then we realized we don't have anybody else, we only have ourselves, so we better start getting close. So even at that, we're still fighting all the time. However, we started learning how to settle. Okay, I don't care if you give me stars. Don't tell me what to do on my life, okay? Whoever this person is, don't ever come and tell me what to say on my life. Don't you ever do that, okay? I don't know how to put the moderator before when the live already starts. I don't know. So I'm texting, what's it called? I'm texting Rose to come and moderate, to try and, block all these people. All right? So in our culture, Oduma Kwanzaa says, in our culture, I have the same issue. I'm the eldest and my mom take my siblings' side. Okay. Looks like everybody understands what I'm saying. So we haven't always been this close. Okay, my mom has been gone for over almost 22 years now. And, it's always been, we started getting close after she left. In fact, not even after she left. It was more like after uni. Let me just say after uni. Okay, when we started like seeing life and then understanding what life was about. Okay? So you guys understand this. So this is the answer, Carol Beck, who says that, asking if we're always this close and why I hated my sister, because there were many parts of our message just started getting like viral. I'm like, did they send you from that camp? Those people, that side that's, they always try to take the book and twist the book just to, try and favor, I don't know. My mom passed over 2 decades ago. It's normal for siblings to fight. It's normal for siblings to report each other. It's normal for siblings to do what siblings do. That's what siblings do, okay? Why we were able to go through abuse and not say a word was because, first of all, we were always being shut down by our parents. And that is sad, okay? I know that almost 70% of the people following me are, adults, potentially parents. Please, if someone can come into your home, right? You shouldn't have allowed your sister to write about her past life. Okay, but okay, so it means that you've never read the book before. I know that if I see angry heads on your comments, you're gone. I got a band. Oh God, where is Rose? Rose is not here to do her job. Oh, you guys. Okay, hold on a second. I need to call her because, man, my life is becoming something else. She wasn't the baby. It was my... She wasn't a baby. She wasn't. My youngest brother was the baby. I know, right? Even with the hate you're seeing, like from Nigerians. Exactly, my dear. Who said that? Let me see. Pearl Shelton. She says, I can tell because the Nigerian women that hate Korra so much are ridiculous with their hate. This is why it's their culture. The African culture is very weird. It's really, really weird. I don't know. There are good things. Exactly, your family is always your first bully. I wouldn't say bully. I would just say that there was no avenue to be heard. And that is why we went through quite a lot and we weren't able to open our mouths and say what we were going through. Okay? Okay. Anybody that comes to tell me, don't stop talking about this, you will be blocked. Everybody that comes to tell me what to say on my life, you must be blocked. Because I don't know what you're doing on my page. I don't know. I'm trying to teach something. And you people are here saying nobody wants to hear about the book. Okay, ban. I hope you guys have bought your book, by the way. And I hope you guys are ready to stream the new music coming out on Valentine's Day. Okay, so you're saying that, yes, that's why they are abusing her, because she put her story out there. Well, there are lots of memoirs in this life. So many people have written biographies. That doesn't mean that, oh, you have the right to take their stories, twist it around, and try and bully them with it. Or try and shut them up and say, oh, why would you have the guts to write your own side of the story? Why didn't you just, after all, the other party, he apologized. Actually, that never happened. I don't know if you're dreaming or you're in another part of this world, but there was never an apology for the destruction of her image online. There was never an apology. Her image was totally, brutally destroyed online. There was never an apology, and nobody ever, to my knowledge, nobody ever apologized for destroying her image up till now. So you can't sit there and tell people, oh, I see a lot of, sit there and tell people, oh, don't say your story, don't talk about your story. No. When people destroy your image online, you have to come back and say your own side of the story. It's not like you're repairing it, because actually so many things that she said there were not even repairing the image. In fact, if you ask the average African or the average Nigerian, it was destroying her image the more. Okay? So, now, if your own truth is going to make people angry, I laugh like a witch. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Hey, wow. Where is my Rose? Rose, come and help me. Help me, somebody. Okay. Hold on a second, guys. Hold on. I'm going to call her. How do you get the book? Oh my God. Cora is live. It's on Amazon. Come on now. Come on now. You bought and read the book? Oh, amazing. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to call my girl to come. A lot of people are actually living in hell. That's the thing. Oh, so Nancy Lacaro says, I'm the baby out of 3 siblings, and still to today, my big sister, big brother talk about our childhood and how spoiled I was. Oh my God. I can't ignore haters. I'm sorry, but you can't tell me what to do. I can't ignore haters. I will continue to block them. If I see them, I must block them, because I don't like to see any stress on my page. She said watch. I knew she meant witch. I know that was just a typo, because that person has been commenting terrible things. Hold on a second. Hello? Hello? Babe, please come on Facebook now, please. Thank you. I know, I'm sorry. Just come. Yes, I'm live. Okay, thank you. Guys. Oh, I must give attention. You know me, I don't used to do chorus styles. Okay, so let's yes, I will focus, okay? African culture, there's something inherently bad about the way we train our children that actually makes children hate people in the future. Hate people just because. Okay? It is not fair that a sibling will have a problem and they report to their parents, and their parents will just have an idea of how they're supposed to behave and just tell them off immediately and tell them, you know what, go deal with it. This is your oh dear, sorry about that, Cecile. She says her book was stolen when they delivered it. Sorry about that. And tell them, oh, this is your sibling, this is your elder, deal with it. People become so trapped. And I think it's the trapped people that are coming online to bully people just to try and, put other people in traps as well. Okay? I don't know if you understand how that works. So you never had a voice, and you never healed, you never got therapy, you were always bullied, in quotes, and then you became an adult, and now you're seeing people online doing stuff that you don't like, and you still feel some type of way about the way they behave, and you feel like there's nothing you can do about it anyways. So you go ahead and you lash out in their comment section. Okay? Nancy, I wish I was close to my siblings, but I'd rather not be close to them, Biko. Hey, my Jesus. So, my dear, what happened? What happened? Tell me what happened to your siblings. I like the fact that she monetized her. Exactly. A lot of people are just angry that she monetized her story instead of just giving it out on the internet for free. Sorry, darling, but this is a businesswoman, okay? She's not going to do what you want her to do. She's going to do what she wants to do. It's this inherent desire to control people, you know. I think that's where it stems from. We just want to be in charge, especially of other people's lives. It's so sad, okay? Exactly. That's how you know people that had a terrible, terrible childhood. And a lot of us actually had terrible childhoods and we had to get help. We had to get help, you know, to solve that. A lot of people are walking around with garbage, a lot of garbage from the past, and they need to drop them. You know, they need to free themselves. Exactly, Stella Grace Cole, they are victims of abuse themselves. So this is to Carol Beck. Carol Beck, we were never that close. In fact, the closeness actually started when I was in nursing school, I think, and she used to come stay with me, visit me, and then we actually discovered that we had a lot in common. Okay? You can get the book on Amazon, my dear. Yes, there's so many things you can learn from that book. So many things, especially if you're a parent. The reason why somebody could come to our home and do that on my dining table was because we just couldn't. We weren't close to our parents. We couldn't open our mouths and tell our parents anything, and they would actually like believe us outrightly. They would actually find a way to say, "Oh, but you should have done this. Why didn't you do this?" Even if you had already suffered the abuse and then you report after the abuse, you say, "But why did you stay there and receive the abuse?" I just assuming that a child is an adult. Okay? Assuming the child is an adult and expecting the child to be as mature as an adult, that's a problem that we have to solve as parents. It is not a funny thing at all. Sometimes I feel the yes, it's true, jealousy too, Angela. It's very true. I feel the need. Sometimes I feel like I haven't totally gotten over my childhood. Sometimes I feel my mom's instincts are still in me. Right? When my children behave as, you know, some type of way, I tend to respond as if they're adults. Okay? And sometimes I'm like, wait a minute, my son is only 6. Why am I expecting this 6-year-old to behave like someone whose entire brain cells have developed? Your brain cells actually continue to grow until you are in your 20s, mid-20s actually. So in my mind, I'm like, why am I treating this boy? It's not like I'm trying to give excuses for him. But the best way to actually correct anything is to continue to pour love into them. Continue to pour love into your children, because that way siblings get closer and eventually they have enough love to share around. Okay? You don't continue to fuel animosity because you're trying to instill the need for respect for siblings. Okay? Yes, hurt people will continue to hurt other people. When you continue to do the same thing that our parents did to your children, it will continue to breed. We will continue to breed broken people in Africa, because, man, I can't believe we actually went through those things and I couldn't open my mouth to talk. I couldn't open my mouth to talk. In my mind, I'm like, I'm me, Nancy. And I am now. Imagine I didn't even go through therapy, or I didn't even like talk to someone about my childhood. How would I even know that I was damaged? How would I know that, you know, we were not raised the proper way? How will I know? I would just continue to hurt other people, because I think that's what's going on now. Hurt people are busy hurting everybody else. Okay? You'll be beaten for being... Nana says, African culture, you'll be beaten for being naughty. And if you dare cry, you will collect beating on top, my dear. That is the most abusive thing I've ever heard of. Like that beating side, that beating one, I think that's even a topic for another day, whether it's okay to beat children or not. I think we've already talked about it. But it is sad, because every time you beat a child, you sort of push that child away. It is true, you push that child away, and the more you beat that child, the further you push that child away. And it's very, very hard for you to be able to bring that child back when physical abuse has entered the charts. It's extremely hard. Us, when we were growing up, my mommy used to be the one flogging. My daddy never flogged. However, we still couldn't tell our dad stuff. Even after my mom died, we still couldn't tell him stuff. Okay? There's so many life lessons in that book. And I hope that parents can actually read it so they can understand how children actually act. Okay? So let me see. Nancy, who even forced them to buy this? Victoria says, I'm an only child, but my husband was like that. If our son said someone did something to him, he would ask him, what did he do to cause this to happen? And I would have to protect my son. There's a lot of arguments. That's true. We are the chief judges of this world. We like to judge. We like to ask people, just try to victimize people that are already victims. I just tell them, why you, uncle? Why did you go and get raped? What were you doing there? Imagine someone who was abused, and then you're telling the person, why you, self? What were you doing there? You were trying to get abused. Then they try to accuse people of wanting to get. It's like it's so twisted, you guys. I hope that this generation, I hope we don't repeat the same thing as parents. I really hope that we continue to pour love into our children. Okay? Okay, let me read this one. So, Phil Hudson says, my parents weren't bad to us, they were bad to each other, and we ended up disliking them, and my sister and I moved on, and we are okay. We have passed all alone, but still have each other. But we still have each other. Oh my God, that's another thing. So when parents don't actually like each other, that's another situation too. Some children will get matured and then they will move on and they will just leave them alone. In this case, my daddy tried so hard to repair the relationship, after my mom died, when he discovered that, oh my God, I'm not really close to my children. Like when you're on your period as a girl and you can't even tell your dad, you're just like, just collect the money and go and buy pad by yourself. He was trying so hard to be in our lives, but he felt like he was already late. But then we gave him a second chance. Okay? We gave him a second chance, and then he tried to work his way back into our lives. But it was like, man. And then he got married again, and everything just went back to square one. You can't wait for actions to be taken. You people are not patient. A lot of people are even turning it to insults. Every day I'll be receiving insults in my inbox. Someone says that you people are wasting too much time. Why can't you? Why can't you? You don't know that there's a process to everything. So relax, okay? Everywhere is not Nigeria where you get your judgment today after filing anything in court. No. You have to relax. In the first world, things actually, they work differently. If you're a parent here, please, I'm begging you in the name of God. When your siblings are doing their thing, they are fighting with each other, it is not your place to go there and further divide them. Okay? That's not your place. You have to be lenient, exactly. The Bible give me beating, not pain. I agree. Awesome. You guys, please, do not go there and further divide them. Okay, try and say, oh, who did this? You do this. You. Why did you? Always victim blaming. I'm also telling this to myself again because I find myself doing that sometimes, and I'm like, oh, God, Nancy, what is wrong with me? It's just a baggage from my childhood. Sometimes I can't even help it. Sometimes they'll be fighting about something, and I'll just take the thing and I'll give it to my son. And then sometimes I'm like, wait, what is wrong with you, Nancy? What did you just do? And then I had to now wait. I have to now hear the case again. I said, wait, who was the first to take this thing? And then my daughter will say, I was the first. And so I'll be like, okay, so the rule in our house is whoever is the first to take must play with it and then share, much later. So I'll be like, okay, give me back to your elder sister. And then, wait, hold on. There's a if my mom beats you and you run to my dad, he will beat you too. And you have nowhere to run to. Mercy. God, oh. You guys, please, we are parents now. lesson from this book. All right, I saw this email and I said, okay, we have to talk about it, because I wasn't close to my siblings because of how my parents used to judge our matter when we were fighting when we were younger. Siblings will always fight. Sibling rivalry is normal. When I came to this Facebook, some people were saying, oh, Nancy, your sister has already given us your gist, how you were very wicked to her in the past, how you never supported her career. I'm like, yes, I wasn't. Because I didn't understand what she was doing. In my mind, I was like, oh my God, she's going to continue getting used and getting used and getting used. So I was not in support. I wanted her to be her own boss. She was dancing, she was doing all sorts, and she wasn't getting any money for it. I was so pissed off. Okay, but it wasn't. That doesn't mean, okay, there's no support. Like, if you go ahead, I was in the UK looking for ballet shoes, buying all sorts to make her dance more, but I wanted her to keep her money for herself, because I was like, why are you dancing? Another man is somewhere taking all your money. You people are going out to teach dance together. Why is he taking all your money? So that was my only problem. I was just like, this thing, is he paying like this? Sure, you will not go and do what he's paying. You will not come and do business like this. That was my problem. It's like, which kind of thing be this? How you go to work, baboon go to chop? So if that's what you mean by lack of support, then I don't know, I'll take it. But I wasn't in support of the whole poverty staring at me in the face in the name of, okay, I'm pursuing my career. I was telling her, yo, I want your talent to translate into monetary proceeds, okay? I want you to be able to earn financially from your talents. If you're not able to sustain your lifestyle with your talents, there's a problem. So I didn't understand the business part. Thank God for social media and content creation. If you were a sibling in those days, you would have understood where I was coming from. So yeah, I did get a lot of attacks because of that. Oh, why did you not support her in the beginning? It wasn't the lack of support. It was more like, how do we monetize this? Okay, so if you ask her properly, she'll tell you, okay, yeah, that was the problem. It was a lot of talent going on and no way to monetize it. And everyone was very anxious. We're like, oh my God, how is this girl going to survive as an adult? Okay, everybody was already taking different career paths, but we were worried, okay? I'm from Jamaica and my father was very abusive. I'm not only Africans that abusive parents. Oh my dear, I'm so sorry about that. So many lessons to learn from that book. That book is so packed with lessons. If as a parent you read that book and you still don't get it, you need to read it again. Okay? There's no handbook of how to... Yes, it's true, my dear. Sorry about that, Kathy. She says, my mother died when I was 6 years old, so I didn't have a mother role model in my life, but my father did a great job. I finished high school, went to college. There are 9 siblings in my family. We had many issues between our siblings. We love each other. Bless you. I'm so happy to hear that. Okay? Please. My sister wanted to become a pilot. I didn't support her because I was afraid she would crash. It's normal to have fears. It's part of love. Okay, if you say so. I did get a lot of backlash though, because my sister had narrated the part where she was, trying to sing and dance, and, her family was just not understanding how that was going to help her become independent, self-reliant in the future.